Is meat really causing your IBS flare-ups? Do you think meat is causing your pimple or anxiety or constipation or other digestion issues or any other thing you might associate with IBS or histamine intolerance? Welcome to Orvana channel. Today in this video we will explore on how meat has been demonized and how we can make our life better by eating the most nutritious thing available for humankind. So first, let's talk about meat. What does it include? We basically eat chicken, mutton. In many countries they eat whatever it moves, but we usually stick to chicken, mutton, or fish in India. And so basically that's the widely consumed meat. Other people do eat shrimps and all other animals as well. Basically what we are going to discuss today will apply to every single meat, regardless, and to every single person who might have been diagnosed with IBS. Maybe they are going through IBD, which is the inflammatory bowel disease, or any kind of depression or anxiety, and they think they don't digest meat. This video would be for everyone. So coming back, the most important part on how the meat has been processed plays a key role on your flare-ups or your symptoms. So basically in our previous video we did explain on what is histamine intolerance, what are food intolerances, and you even know what is IBS. If you haven't, you should definitely visit our previous videos and clear your concepts before we jump into this one. I would highly recommend that. But yeah, also the disclaimer part, as usual, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing my experiences, so do take my advice with a pinch of salt. Jumping back to the topic, so meat, when it's for example, we have a live chicken, right, and then we will cull it, and the moment it's been killed, the bacteria whichever is in the surroundings or on the chicken, everything starts multiplying based on the temperature outside. So basically if it's in the summer, the bacteria count will keep multiplying at a faster rate. If it's winter, it's less. So basically what I found from my own personal experience is even I used to think whenever I am trying to eat meat, if it has spices or something else, and I kept I couldn't narrow it down. So there was a time where I did eat a carnivore diet, which basically means I ate just meat. Basically it was like a Indian soup with meat and very less spices, the whole spices which I'll remove. And that's when I came to know that the bacterial load on the meat which we get outside, it basically depends on the temperature as well as the store or the place where you are buying from. So as the bacterial load increases, we bring it back home, then we of course wash it, clean it and sanitize, but there are still some bacteria which we are not able to clean with our supplies and everything. So the best solution would be to bring it in, marinate it, and just cook on the same day at the same meal time or something. That's one of the advice I can give. But at the same time it depends on where it has been sourced from, or whether the cold chain has been properly maintained or not. So it's a risk few people with IBS I recommend not to take. Others who can tolerate, who feel they don't have any histamine intolerance issues or IBS issues, they can definitely prefer chilled chicken because of the convenience or anything. That's their choice. But if you want to lead a healthy lifestyle and not have problems later, of course I would recommend following these guidelines in a way that is, get fresh killed, cook on the same day immediately, and there won't be any problem with any kind of meat you are eating basically. Other stuff, of course, there are other food ingredients which do cause flare-ups, and basically we combine most of the foods, so let's say if you are eating meat, you will eat with wheat, which is like either in roti form or in a bread form, and there are other foods, as I said, and that includes wheat as well. Wheat is a very big culprit, which can trigger your digestion issues and eventually lead to anxiety and depression as well. And for me personally, if I eat wheat, the next day I start getting depressive thoughts, and this is not like one time or two time thing. It happens every single time. And same would go for eating fried foods, or cooked and kept it for longer hours. Then you have the nightshade vegetables, which are the brinjal, potato, tomatoes, chilies, and there are I'm not saying everyone is allergic to everyone and every food will trigger everything, but there are certain foods which need to be handled properly, and meat is one of them. So if you handle it properly, you won't have any symptoms, definitely, for sure. And as we explained in the histamine intolerance video as well, our body is designed such that we are able to process the old meat, extract nutrients, and excrete it as soon as possible. So that is a very important thing, and people, even normal people who don't have IBS or anything, can avoid having digestion issues, or they can perform optimally when you take care of these kind of histamine symptoms, and you do avoid problems getting ahead of you in future. So when it comes to let's say there are other foods in future videos, of course we will tell you all about them, and I don't want to dump all the information so that it will just confuse you. Basically, I can name some ingredients, in the sense wheat is one culprit, then fried food or dairy is one culprit, nuts. So everyone could have a different reaction for different foods. That doesn't mean that if you are able to tolerate those foods, they are good for you. It just means you are able to tolerate it. That's my thinking, actually. So now, one of the suggestion would be to maintain a food diary. Once you start maintaining a food diary, you have to you will be able to see when your mood swings are happening, or most people will blame being angry or something on the situation. I feel that the anger comes from within. I feel already angry, I'm always angry when I'm on when I have IBS, I'm irritated, and when I don't have IBS, I'm very calm, so I react very differently to situations. And this I'm mentioning because it's one of the things many people won't even think of, but I just wanted to plant that idea in your head. And it is possible to have a good mood and be happy, be excited about life and everything, even with a healthy lifestyle and a good the food you eat, basically. So is meat a villain? Not really. That's what we learned so far. It differs on everyone's experience. So please stick with us. We will keep sharing more tips on how you can put your IBS or histamine intolerance in remission. And I do want to say it is remission, and not removing it or getting rid of, or whatever you want to call it. Remission basically means you will it will come back the moment you let go of the diet or the lifestyle. So basically those foods will trigger you in future as well. So that's something we will keep discussing, and it will keep coming up in our following videos. So do subscribe and do comment, and let us know if meat was causing you a problem, and if our comments or if our tips did help you overcome your IBS or histamine intolerance. So stay tuned, and I'll see you again in the next video.